Okay, guys, I had to break in. I know I got evening prayer up and y'all are enjoying that, but I had to break in and share this story in Al Jazeera. U.S. House votes to repeal Iraq war authorization. Listen, listen to the words. House also votes to block Trump from using federal funds to take military action against Iran without Congress approval. Guys, what have I been telling you about that? Refocusing a debate on President Donald Trump's moves in the Middle East in the midst of a Senate impeachment trial. If you watch the other video that I gave you the links to, they were actually talking about him loosely becoming king by giving him unlimited authority in his trial. In the Middle East, in the midst of the Senate impeachment trial, the Democratic-controlled House on Thursday approved measures reasserting congressional authority over war powers. They're trying to stop him from attacking Iran. The House passed a proposal to repeal the 2002 congressional authorization for the war in Iraq, as well as a plan to prevent tax dollars from being used to take military action against Iran without congressional approval. Repeal of the 2002 authorization was approved by a 236 to 166 vote, while the funding measure on Iran passed 228 to 175. This action, or the action, follows a January 9th vote by the House asserting that President Trump must seek approval from Congress before engaging in further military action against Iran. What do you think's about to happen next? Democrats said that three measures taken together would reassert Congress's constitutional authority in questions of war and peace and sending American forces into harm's way. For far too long, Congress has been missing in action on matters of war and peace, said Democratic Representative Barbara Lee, who sponsored the measure repealing 2002 war authorization. She called the repeal vote long overdue. It is time to end giving blank checks to any president to wage endless wars, she said. Guys, if you watched that video I did earlier and looked at the links I put in the description, elaborating more on Daniel 8. If you go look at those links and look at what they were talking about in there, they're talking about the same thing to keep him from having control over making those decisions, but they're countering it to give him more authority. I'm just reading the article. Noting that presidents from both parties have used the outdated 2002 resolution to justify military action in a host of countries, Lee said leaving the resolution in place is not only dangerous but irresponsible. Republicans said Lee and fellow Democrats were the ones acting irresponsibly. After President Trump took decisive action to take out a brutal Iranian terrorist responsible for the deaths of hundreds of Americans, Soleimani, Democrats now seek to restrain our president and restrict his ability to protect our nation, said Representative Steve Scalise, the number 2 House Republican. The bill sponsored by Lee and Representative Ro Khanna severely restrict the president's authority to protect Americans from terrorist threats and fight ISIS, Scalise said, referring to ISIL. Okay, I'm not going to read any further. I'll link it in the description. Guys, what was I telling you? What have I been telling you? If they're trying to stop him from doing it, how close are we to him probably doing it? I'm just saying, every time I turn around, every time I look at news reports, every time I go read more into what's going on, do more studies onto historical media Persia, historical Greece, I find more and more connections that goat in Daniel 8 is America, and we are the ones that attack Iran and start kicking tail. And then what does it say? The notable horn between the eyes of the goat breaks. And then 4 kings, 4 nations rise up from that broken nation. And the Antichrist comes out of it. Guys, more and more stuff is making that look legit. I don't know. Go read the article, the rest for yourself, see what you think. But to me, it's really jumping off the pages. All right, just wanted to jump in real quick and throw that at you guys. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the morning.